Hello friends, in today's video I'm bringing you along with me for a weekend full of cleaning and homemaking. I try not to do a lot on the weekends because it's family time, but there are always little things to do here and there. It's usually things that I just don't get done during the week. This weekend is special, though, since I'm preparing for my middle son's 17th birthday, and my youngest son and I travel to a lacrosse tournament. Then we round out Sunday with a loaf of fresh baked bread. So pop my video on your TV, tablet, or phone and clean along with me, or sit back and relax with your favorite drink and stockpile this cleaning motivation for future use. Hope you enjoy! Don't forget to like my video, comment below, subscribe to my channel, and click that bell notification for more inspiring motivational videos. Let's be friends on Instagram too. You can find me at Home with Elizabeth. Alright friends, as I said in my intro, this is just a mishmash of stuff that I had to do on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Whenever it was time for me to do something, I just grabbed my camera, set it up, and filmed it for you guys. So there's no rhyme or reason. This is actually very early on Friday morning. This day was my son's 17th birthday, and we had some family coming over, and so I just needed a quick mop of this kitchen and a quick vacuum of the floor before I could start, getting the stuff I needed to get done for his birthday. I want to welcome you back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name's Elizabeth. I'm a 50-year-old wife and stay-at-home mom to 7 adult/teenage children. I have 2 girls aged 26 and 22. They both live outside the home. I have 3 boys aged 20, 17, and 15. They 3 of them live at home. Well, my oldest is a sophomore in college, so he's only here for about 4 months out of the year. And then I'm an auntie to 2 additional teenage boys, 16-year-old twins. They're my nephews that I got custody of a few years ago. On my channel, you're going to find lots of cleaning motivation, cleaning inspiration, a little bit of organization and decluttering, and a little bit of decorating inspiration. But what you're going to find lots and lots of is real life. I like to keep it very real here on my channel and share my perfectly imperfect life with you all. I strive to help others not feel so alone in this world and to help them realize that the best way to live life is as their most perfectly imperfect self. So if this is your kind of content, if it interests you, I'd love to have you join my community here. Now friends, I'm just using my Tyneco to mop my kitchen floor, and here's halfway through I needed to empty it because I was going over the floor really well, and I had it on like max power the whole time, and you could see that it really needed it, how filthy dirty it was. And friends, it had only been like a day or two since I mopped this floor, but it is winter time here in the Northeast with 2 adults, 4 teenage boys, 2 pups. My floor is just, as soon as I mop it, it is literally dirty again. It's the nature of the beast here in the area of the country that we live. And I just happily pull out my mop whenever I get a chance and get it cleaned. This is my Tyneco. Did I just say that? I don't know if I just said that. This is my Tyneco S5. It is a godsend. I love it. It gets used almost every day someplace in this house. And here I'm just going to show you, I mentioned probably 2 videos ago that our pups are in need of grooming. It's about that time, and they're still in need of grooming, but we're actually getting them fixed right now, so we've kind of put off the grooming till they get their surgeries done and they're healed, just to not cause them a lot of stress. But there I just showed you how all the little corners of my house are collecting those red tumbleweeds from the pups. And here's that second water pour. Look at the garbage that came off my kitchen floor, friends. Oh, but that's life, and there is the second half of that filthy water. So I'm getting it flushed, and then I don't show you, but I do clean my Tyneco afterwards. All right, we're getting ready to bake my son's cake. I'm setting my oven at 350, and I'm going to get it mixed up here. Now, my middle son is usually an ice cream cake guy. He loves for me to home make an ice cream cake. He started that probably about 6 years ago, 7 years ago maybe. But the last 2 years, he has wanted just a normal cake. So I happily oblige. And friends, this is not going to be a pretty cake. It is literally just a boxed cake with canned icing. I do kind of jazz them up to make them a little better tasting. So I add extra eggs, I use butter, melted butter instead of oil, and I typically use milk, but I had some heavy whipping cream left over, and I Googled it, and you could use it, and friends, it is almost like bread dough when I'm trying to put it in these pans. You'll see how thick it was. Now I will tell you, I made 2 cakes, because I said we had some family coming over, so we needed more than just a round cake. I made one with heavy whipping cream, and then the second one with just milk. I couldn't tell that huge of a difference between them. So I will probably just stick with milk. I'll maybe use the heavy whipping cream again if I have it in the house, but I won't buy it specifically just for baking cakes. So we're just getting this vanilla cake whipped up, and I'm going to get it in the oven. And friends, like I said, this is just a plain old cake. Sorry, it's nothing fancy. When my children were younger, I did home make their cakes, and I would do themes. A lot of times, not super elaborate, but definitely like very themey cakes. But they got away from that probably by the time they were like, I'm gonna say maybe 8 or 9. And so then it's always just been just a regular cake. And they love it. And friends, that's all that really matters to me. I will mention though, friends, my birthday is coming up. You're going to see this, I believe, on the 6th or 7th maybe. My birthday is coming up on Tuesday the 11th, and your girl does not like homemade cake. She likes Giant Eagle cake. Specifically their almond one with their buttercream icing. Yeah. I like the fancy cakes, friends. See, look how thick that was, friends. I'm like having to spread it out. It wouldn't even spread on its own. All right, we're gonna pop these in the oven. They're gonna bake for about 26 minutes. And while that's going on, I'm going to make his balloon arch. Now, I'm trying to show you the tape here that I use. I bought this years and years and years ago. I actually bought a kit from Walmart. It was like $10. Maybe I'll link one, or I'll put a picture here just to show you. That was the last time I bought it, because I just kept that tape, and now I just buy the 98-cent bag of balloons. I invested in a an electric pump that blows them up. I believe I paid like anywhere from $15 to $20 for it. So I don't buy the kits anymore. I just make my own now. So I'm just going to get this arch done. I call it an arch, friends. It's not really an arch. I just drape it across the wall, the archway. I'm just going to get this ready while the cake bakes. And normally, friends, this is done the night before, but his birthday was on a Friday this year, and he has morning lift Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So he is up at 5 o'clock and out of the house by 5:30. So he was like, Mom, I'm not even going to turn the light on to see it. So he's like, as long as it's up before I come home from school. So I'm just doing this now, so it will be up for when he comes home from school. And I haven't always done these for my children. I started probably maybe 7 years ago. I think maybe around 2016 I started, maybe 2017. And of course I do it now for everyone's birthdays. But friends, this is just a simple thing. It literally took me about 15 minutes to do this, and I usually leave it up for, well, let's see, today is the 4th that I'm doing this voiceover, and his is still up. I usually leave it up for like 3, 4, 5, 6 days, and it makes them smile, and it's so cheap to do, just to put a little smile on their face. They love it. So all I've done, friends, is these are 3M. I don't even believe they're the 3M brand. I believe they're a generic brand of like the 3M hooks. I have them right there above my archway, and the tape has, I don't know if you can notice, but it has like little slots where you put the balloons in. Those 3M things have a hook on them, and I just slip it right in. And of course, friends, I always include a number balloon. These are 97 cents at Walmart. Now, these are just the small ones, normally for big birthdays. So like, I want to say I started this when my youngest son Callum was 8, I think. So the first time there were big numbers were when he was 10. And those are the big $5 ones. They're like, if you look back in my video, just see where the twins' birthday was. Like this birthday of theirs was 16, I think in 2 videos ago. You'll see that their 16 is a lot bigger. For the big birthdays like 10, 13, 16, and 18, and 21, I do like big numbers for the kids since they're like milestone birthdays. And I do a little later here in the video, say out loud, make a note to myself, put the number balloons up first the next time I do this. All right, the cakes are done. We're just going to get them out. I'm going to get them on my cooling racks to cool for about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to flop them out of their pans to let them cool the rest of the way.
Note to self, put
the number balloons up first, Elizabeth. Friends, that was actually the second balloon that had popped on me. And yeah, I was gonna leave the choice words in, but I figured, I don't want it to get flagged by YouTube. But yeah, it had given me a mini heart attack. All right, friends, so here is his little balloon arch, and I am happy to report he loved it, and I love doing it for him. All right, we're going to pop these cakes out of their pans, and we're just going to let them cool some more. And friends, this is really typically how my weekends go. Now, I know this is a Friday, but I do usually include it in the weekend because I try not to really set anything to do that day. The only thing I really do have set for Fridays is I do have a laundry this day. Fridays I do my clothes and towels. So we are finally down here in this basement to get my clothes in the washer. But really those are the only things I really set for myself to do on Friday. But like I said, this is a typical how my weekend goes. It's just the odds and ends jobs that maybe I don't get done during the week, or honestly, there may be something that I don't feel like they fit in the video that I'm filming that week, or it pops up unexpectedly, or I need help with it, like from my husband or one of the kids. So typically the weekends are just hodgepodge. And friends, I'm happy to report I was at Aldi's the day before, and they had boot trays for $3.99. So I got 2 of them. So we're on the right path to keeping this floor clean down here. I don't know whose clothes this are. It looks like a boy's clothes. I can't tell. Friends, they're all the same size, so honestly, I can't ever tell unless it comes out of the clothes basket that I saw the person bring down. Oh, this is a little bit of extra, my son's clothes, my middle son's clothes, and that's one of my nephew's his wrestling gear, because it was a Friday and he had a wrestling tournament the next day, so it needed washed midweek. And of course, my tubs sat in the living room for 3 or 4 days from filming my Valentine's Day, and I asked someone in the house to take them up, and they never did. So that's getting put away this day. It's just an odd job. And friends, yes, I'm right back down in the laundry room because I mentioned it in my spring cleaning of the bathroom. Like, I don't have a lot of stuff planned this day, so I probably was upstairs and I was watching a video, a YouTube video, or I was watching a show, or I was reading, or I might have been eating lunch, you know. So what I was doing there is I was going through our clothes basket that we keep down here to put extra clothes in. I was getting out all the towels, and then I just put my clothes from the washer to the dryer, and now we are cleaning some of these colorful towels first. Actually, it's a lot of beach towels because we had to take the pups to the vet for blood work before their surgery, and we always take 4 or 5 with us in the car because Harper is a puker, and no one likes to clean puke up out of the car. Okay, my husband doesn't like to clean puke up out of the car. So she actually did puke, but she made it in the bowl, but I washed him anyways because, I don't know, who knows if residual puke got on them. And now I'm just hanging up some of my white clothes, not my white clothes, hanging up some of my clothes I don't dry. All right, friends, so we are going to ice these cakes, but my children like cookies in the middle, or I like to, I don't know. I mean, they like it, but they've never requested it, but I always pick a cookie too. I'm using a little like small hand blender. It's just a Hamilton Beach one from Walmart to crumble the cookies, and I put it in the middle, and sometimes I put it around the outside of the icing too. I didn't this time. I think I cut it out, but I went to go do it and then I didn't. And of course I'm grinding an Oreo and then I'm eating an Oreo and then I'm grinding an Oreo and eating an Oreo because, well, I'm the mom and I can do that. So we're just getting these Oreos ground up so that I can start icing the cake. And friends, here's real life. We're going to eat an Oreo and watch some YouTube because why not? It's fun. There's even been times like after I've iced the cake, I've put Oreos like around the edges of it. I do something different every time, friends. I always think to myself, well, it's just a homemade cake, and I just try and make it a little extra special for them. And friends, you would think with as many kids as I have in this house, I would buy like a real cake plate. I don't. I just use one of my Corel dinner plates. So it's always a little messy. And then I usually buy some type of happy birthday or congratulations or some type of cake sticker in her. And then their candles. All right, friends, so we have moved into this living room. I'm getting these dog bones and dog toys cleaned up, and we're going to get this living room vacuumed. I just showed you my empty canister. And friends, notice we have switched the rugs around in this room because the middle part of our floor right there was getting very worn down. A few months ago, one of the dogs ended up vomiting on the floor, and not even thinking, I put a little bit of bleach and some hot water. Well, it really ate through the polyurethane protective layer, and so it was getting so dull. And I hated looking at it, so I just told my husband, let's just move these rugs. So when I got my rug pads from Amazon, before I even put them on, we moved the furniture, moved the rugs, and then put the rug grippers down. And in this video, you can see, if you look, they're not cut perfectly. They're hanging out. So in this video, I do finally get down on my hands and knees and get that cut and cleaned up. There we go. Look at the dust just from this living room, friends. I don't even know what to say, friends. I did tell my husband I think we do need to maybe get a couple air purifiers. I think it might help with the dust. Because that's not dog hair, because like, again, our dogs only shed a little bit. That's dust, and probably, you know, skin cells and maybe a little bit of my hair. Probably need to get like an air purifier or something. All right, we got one load of towels in the dryer. I pulled mine out right there in that white cloth basket, and now we're getting my second load of colorful towels in. Oh, you know what, friends? This is actually Saturday morning. I wondered why I literally took my clothes off the rack. I'm like, they wouldn't have been dry just in a couple hours. This is Saturday morning. So yeah, friends, I leave towels in my washer overnight. I leave clothes in my dryer overnight. I think we all do. I think it's called being human. So this is a Saturday. This is actually the day before Groundhog Day. My husband actually had to work this day, and later this afternoon, my youngest son and I need to go to his lacrosse tournament. But I knew that I needed to get stuff done. I needed to finish this laundry, and I don't know what else I do this day. We'll see. Friends are going to come along with me. So we're just getting my clothes folded. We're going to get in my room, get my bed made, and get these put away. And friends, this day was as sunny as the day before was cloudy. The Friday the 31st was probably the most dreary day we'd had this whole winter. It was so gray and so foggy, and it was raining, and it was terrible, friends. I mean, that's why you could tell that like I had my lights on the whole time in the beginning of this video. But then this Saturday dawned bright and early and sunny, and I mean, they were total opposites. It made cleaning the house this little bit this morning, like, bearable. All right, so like I said, we're in my bedroom here. We're getting my bed made, and we're going to get my clothes put away. And of course, you're not going to get to see the whole thing because my camera's going to die as soon as I pull this red shirt out. And what's really funny is I look at my camera just before the battery died, and like, it was just weird. One day I might have this perfect, but my guess is I probably won't because I'm only human. So we've got some towels from downstairs, and we're gonna get these folded. This is probably both those loads of colorful clothes, colorful towels. Probably not though, because I think I'm gonna pull out some beach towels right now. Because I actually just folded the rest of the towels this morning before I started this voiceover, which is Tuesday the 4th. So that's how I roll, friends. And then we're gonna cut here. The pups were, I should have left it on, but they were so loud. My youngest son was in the back practicing lacrosse. He always has a stick in his hand. Before we had to leave this afternoon, and the pups were just watching him and barking. It was so cute. I do film a little bit of his tournaments, but it was so loud in there, friends. It was so dark, and because it was indoors, there was so much netting and stuff to protect the crowd watching, that I just got like a few short clips. And honestly, like, he's a freshman and this was a varsity tournament, so he did not get in a ton. So yeah, but you are going to see here I do throw in some clips from the tournament. And they actually only won one of their games. They won one and then lost two. All right, friends, Sunday has entered the chat. And it was it was not as cloudy as Friday, but it was not as sunny as Saturday. So in the morning, I planned on doing our grocery shopping and filming maybe a haul. I didn't though, friends. My husband likes to do a lot of like the putting away, and he doesn't like to be on video. So one day soon, maybe I'll do a haul again. So I am just trimming this rug pad underneath my rugs. We're going to give it a quick sweep to even it out, and then we're going to switch to me making some bread. Someone had requested lasagna for this day, and so I'm like, we're making fresh bread with it. And friends, when I say I made the bread, I used my bread maker because that's how I roll. I don't have time to make hand loaves. I mean, I guess I maybe could, but we love it just on my bread machine, so why would I not just make it in my bread machine? I don't know, friends. You tell me, because I can't think of a reason why I should not use my bread machine. All right, so my bread machine actually has like an express loaf. It cooks in an hour, actually less than an hour, 58 minutes. So that's what I make. And then it's super fresh, right for dinner. All right, friends, we have about 3 minutes left, and I'm going to leave you right here. You can just watch me make this bread, and then I show you at the end what it looks like and cutting it up. But friends, I'm just going to throw in a picture also to show you what our dinner looked like with the lasagna and the cut bread. I want to thank you for being here. I appreciate every single one of you so much. I appreciate your kindness, your sweet words. It means a lot to me. If I could ask you to do one thing, can you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it? It just lets YouTube know that you liked it, and then it will push it out to other people who may need to see this motivation or who also likes this type of video. Friends, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this video. I know it's really different. It's very hobbled together and mishmashed together, but it was kind of fun just showing you kind of like what I do on the weekends. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, why the heck not? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then that bell notification so you never miss another one of my videos. I release every Monday and Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I would love to join you. I would love for you to join me, friends. So I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.